Good morning, Donovan Walker, Planning Ops for Great Basin Team 5. Today's September 16th on Monday, and this is your morning operations brief. Today's going to be one of those days that we know that weather's coming, right? And what that means is we still have some really good opportunities to get work done this morning, get some, if there's any heat that we're running across, we like to get in before precipitation comes, and really we dig at those fuels. We open them up, kind of break open the part that's been burning at the top. It gets a little crusty, and it really just allows water to get in whenever it's, we see the precip coming. While we have the crews, particularly in around the Deadwood Reservoir here, where they've been working all these little spots and all these little individual fires, if you will, within the containment lines, that's going to be a good opportunity to really put a nail in this thing right here. It's been my desire and our goal to really be able to show that black completed line, contained line around that, and we continue to work towards those mop-up objectives in there. I'm feeling pretty confident about that. We are going to get a drone UAS up to go look at this area to see if what we're seeing on the ground is it's just going to validate basically what we're looking at. And it's not, when we go and feel around, the firefighters going through, they got their glove off and they're feeling around in all these places. There's just so many different spots in there. To miss one little piece in there would not be good if we were to call it contained, right? And so we use that IR to really try and fill in those gaps. If there was something that was missed, that was walked by, you're underneath canopy where it's shaded on the ground, it can be easy to walk by something if it's not all continuous, right? So that's where we really like to use those drones and really take a look with those IR cameras, and it'll tell you pinpoint exactly where it is, and then we can go seek and destroy. But our plan is to rough that up real good in there and finish the job in there. The northeastern portion was looking good yesterday. We'll fly that as well and double check that. But yeah, our goal is to show some black across the top here. And I'm fairly confident after the rain that we are predicted to get here, we'll be in a position to get that done for you guys. On the north end here on the Triple Nickel Road, moving up to towards Deadwood Outfitters, the masticators have been up there for several days now, and they've been doing a great job, honestly. I saw some photos of the work that was done up there. I think we'll present some this evening at our public meeting tonight. So to kind of showcase some of the field break work that they've been doing, we call it using road as line, road as fire line. That's how we propose it when we look at strategies, and then we implement those tactics. So if we ever need to use that, it's a very secure and defendable location. So that's ongoing. We'd like to see that getting finished. Nothing much to report on the east side of the fire on Nelly. That's all looking really good. The area that we showed a completed line on around the southeast side and the southern end, we're in a patrol status now. We're not even staffing the two bottom divisions there with fire resources. However, we do have some road resources like a grader, dump trucks coming in today. We've got an excavator, and we've got a front end loader to assist with where we know we're going to see debris flows, where we saw them a few days ago the last time it rained. And we could, as we've talked about, could expect to see more debris flows along that triple nickel. So we want to be able to keep up with that, so it's not, so access remains good. Even after the storm and between storms, we can start to get an idea of where the work and repair is going to need to happen as we go through time and the forest takes over the repair plan and starts working with the next team on that. So we will have some resources down there. They just won't be tactical resources. Moving along the western side, our plan has been the same here with the indirect proposed line, and it hasn't changed. What has changed is we don't think that the two fires at this point are going to come together with the amount of rain that we've been getting. It's going to take so much this late in the season to get back to the conditions that occurred when these fires were moving. Can they still smolder and creep around? Yeah, probably going to do that for a while. But in the big picture, we're getting over a hump with every storm that comes in here. It's just really reducing those probabilities. It's taking the smoke out of the air. It's taking the punch out of what's left in this fire, and we're looking better and better. So really all of the activities that we continue to do, we're trying to complete a job that was started and clean it up so it looks nice and we're not leaving a mess on the ground around the Silver Plunge and our various road systems that we've been working on. There's a lot of slash on the ground. We got to get through and get that chipped up. We've got to get the big logs bucked up, put on the side of the road so folks can grab them later in the season when everything's open back up, and really just try and facilitate getting everything back to normal. And that's been our goal. Continues to be our goal, and I can tell you it'll be the goal of the next team too, is to really try and bring some closure to the incident and some stability back to everyone's lives around here that's been impacted. So with that, we are expecting rain about midday, and if that happens, we will be disengaging resources as we did before, and that's for our safety, so we don't wreck roads out there and God forbid have an accident or something. So we'll be keeping an eye to the sky, and when it says it's time to get out, and we'll get out, and then we'll assess when it's time to come back in and pick up where we left off. That concludes your briefing for this morning. Thank you.